guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be discussing something that I think might ruffle a few feathers, but hey, it's my channel. We're going to talk about a woman who scammed a bunch of Republicans out of their money. Before we start anything, I would ask that you hear me out, that you keep an open mind, and that at the end of the video, if you still want to tell me to fuck off, then you can, okay? But just watch so you hear my entire argument. Cool. The article starts off in a way that I think is biased. Now let's remember, 1, I can't vote here. 2, I'm pretty much center, usually left-leaning depending on what the issue at hand is. So I'm not invested in either of these sides. So I don't have any vested interest in defending the left or the right. I really am not invested in either, all right? Here it says, there are few things the MAGA crowd loves more than a black Republican. The meteoric rise of Candace Owens and the embrace of Kanye West, despite his Hollywood A-list status, are symptomatic of a group desperate to prove it isn't racist. To be honest, like, as much as there are racists in every single group of people, I just don't really think it's a thing that's exclusive to conservatives. I feel like today everyone is so politically correct that everyone is trying to prove that they're not a racist because the term racist is thrown around so much that everyone's scared they're going to be the next person to be called a racist. Which is why we should just get over it, because people are calling people racist at the drop of a hat to the point where the word is slowly losing its meaning, which I think is the real tragedy. But anyway, so I'm going to skip some parts because it is quite a long article, but I will link it down below if you want to read it in its entirety. Late last month, it seemed that the Republican Party had added a black college student named Quran to its ranks. I don't know if that's properly pronounced, but I couldn't find how to pronounce it. She tweeted, "I will not hide any longer. The left has made us feel as if we black Republicans should hide, but not anymore. Hashtag blacks for Trump. Hashtag walk away. Hashtag MAGA," and attached a photo of herself in a red bucket hat emblazoned with a famous "Make America Great Again" slogan. Then the tweet went viral and she got a momentary blast of internet fame, and then things went awry. Quran's parents disowned her, kicked her out of the house, and refused to pay her college tuition. So you can see her tweet that says, "I'm not getting kicked out. My mother literally woke me up out of my sleep and screamed at me, 'How could you support this monster? She doesn't even know him, so how can he be a monster? I just wish they understood.'" She then tweeted, "This morning is getting worse and worse." And here you see the text from the mother essentially kicking her out. Quran set up a GoFundMe asking for financial support from her newfound Republican fan base. "If you can find in your hearts to help this young black Republican pay for school, it would be appreciated," she tweeted. According to the subsequent tweets, she ordered a new iPhone XS Max. She had apparently raised enough money for my tuition, rent, and 17 iPhones now. And then the tables turned. Less than 3 hours after claiming to have been disowned by her family, Quran revealed that the text messages and the MAGA hat were a ruse to scam desperate, insecure Republicans. Let me just pause here for a second. Desperate, insecure Republicans. So now, I just want to ask this question, and you guys can answer this in the comments, but surely there are racist Republicans the same way that there are racist liberals, the same way that there are racists in every single group of society. However, my question is this. Are they insecure because they're donating to a black person? So just because she's black, they by definition have to be insecure and trying to prove that they're not racist? Is it not possible that they're genuinely not racist and they just want to help someone who supports the same person as them? Is that not possible at all? What I'm thinking is this. If they specifically chose not to donate because she was black, wouldn't that be racism? So I'm just kind of wondering, how do they win in this scenario? Because if they give money to someone who's black, they're insecure and trying to prove that they're not racist. But if they don't give money specifically to someone who's black, then they would also be labeled as racist. So I understand the point that's trying to be made here, but at the same time, it's like, there has to be a scenario in which someone can do something benevolent without someone trying to pin something malevolent to it. Now, we all know that I'm a cynic, so I'm the last person to be like, everyone's nice, let's love each other and hold hands. Like, no, that's not my thing. But at the same time, I also realize that there is the possibility for kindness in the world, although it is rare. So, is it possible that these people, everyone who donated, is insecure? It's possible. Do I think it's probable? No, because there are some people who genuinely just want to help other people. Crazy, I know. Then she tweets, Trump is a racist, homophobic, transphobic bigot, and you think my black ass would support that rotting carrot? Ridiculous. Any black person can put on that ugly ass hat and say MAGA and y'all will instantly be up their ass because you want to prove so hard you're not racist. So again, I just feel like this is a very weak argument. If you want to prove someone's racist, prove someone's racist. But you can't say that just because they supported you, they're trying to prove that they're not racist. Like, it's just so baseless, you know? It'd be kind of like someone helping a gay person and you say, oh, you're just helping me because prove that you're not homophobic. And it's like, if you view everything through that lens, no one is ever going to be genuine in your eyes, which is quite sad. Also, I'm just thinking, this young girl, Karan, like, as much as some people applauded her for what she did because, you know, like, fuck Republicans or whatever, it's not acceptable to do this to anyone, and it doesn't matter whether you agree or disagree. Like I said, I'm on neither sides, but still, I just don't think this kind of behavior is productive, and if anything, it reinforces negative stereotypes that people might already have. So like if people have a negative stereotype about white people, doing things that fit that stereotype is not a good thing. Now, here Karan is saying that all Trump supporters essentially are racist, and it's like, do you think it's helping them be less racist if you scam people and are fine with it? Like, I'm just wondering what the thought process was here, because here you'll see she ends up not really gaining anything from it. So I'm just kind of wondering what was the point of all of this. Hot take, stealing from Republicans isn't bad because Republicans aren't people. New concept, guys. We always thought Republicans were people, but they're actually aliens. So I'm glad we figured that out. They're not people, so you can just be a piece of shit to them and it's totally fine. So then the applause started rolling in. Everyone loves a good scam, and she seemed to be scamming the right people. Screenshots of her tweets went viral on Twitter as other users aggregated the narrative. A friend texted me a link to a Tumblr photo set that gathered more than 126 notes over the weekend. A rumor started circulating that she'd raised more than $150,000. Unfortunately, I have to be the buzzkill and report that the rumors of Karan's take are highly exaggerated. Over the phone on Saturday, Karan admitted that she didn't raise much of anything and that she'd refunded what she'd received. That's between me and the IRS, she said coyly when I asked how much she'd gotten. As for a ballpark figure, she quickly admitted she hadn't scammed anyone. That's the thing though, I didn't, she confessed. I just felt really weird about taking their money. This could go south really fast. I just decided to refund everyone and give their money back. I think it was like maybe $200 at that point. And then she says, I just honestly didn't want to take their money. Yeah, I can't pay for school. I don't want Republican money to pay for it, she laughed. I just want everyone to think I'm the finesse queen, which I am.
I just want everyone to think I'm the finesse queen, which I am.
What you're saying is that you want to be known for taking money that is not yours and then changing your mind last minute because you realize that there might be repercussions? Is that it? I don't understand what you're trying to prove because it's not doing anything. Like, it's really not doing anything. So you went viral. That's probably the only thing you attained from this, because even the money you stole, you decided to give back, which is good, although we don't know if she's giving it back because she was caught or because she actually feels bad. But it's just kind of like, what do you get from being the finesse queen? Do you get some kind of ego boost from going viral? And then the whole thing of saying, oh, I don't want to take their money. You made a GoFundMe, dude. Like, what were you expecting them to send you? Postcards via GoFundMe? Like, I just genuinely don't understand the purpose. I think this is someone who wanted to blow up on social media, and so they went out of their way to do it and then realized, oh shit, I might have screwed myself over here. Okay, so then Karan is taking the semester off from Howard and HBCU, where she studies art history, but she had returned to school to visit her friends for homecoming. It was there that she found the MAGA hat and odd find on campus and decided to take a picture with it to make fun of other black people who had hashtag walked away, so to speak. She says she just wanted to troll and get into Twitter fights, but instead it was straight Republicans all in the comments who were so proud of me. It was weird. It was very unnerving. I mean, like, I don't understand what's so unnerving about people of the same party being like, hey, good for you, I'm glad you're on our side. I think that would happen with anyone. Like, even if you decided to support a different basketball team, surely people from that basketball team would be like, hey, cool, let's all support whatever. I mean, I don't understand what's so entirely unnerving. You have something in common, something of important, mind you, in common. Political standing ruins friendships these days. It said, so Karan discussed it with a friend and she decided to use the attention to her advantage. A lot of Republicans have this idea that everyone thinks Republicans are mostly racist and they're really desperate to get the stigma off of them. I just felt like capitalizing on that. I was at 900 likes. I told my friend, I feel like this is gonna blow up. Let's try and get some money off these dumb, rich Republicans, she recalled. So who got scammed in this situation? A few Republicans got scammed out of money and thousands more got exposed as overeager to accept new black members to to the party in order to prove they're not racist. Did the Trump train get scammed? Yes. I mean, okay, so there's a bit left, but we got all the core information. So I want to know how you can confirm that Republicans are overeager to prove they're not racist. Now, like I said before, there are racist people in all groups, so I'm just like, logically, how do you prove someone's emotion is there? Overeagerness. How do you really prove that? I feel like you'd need very particular kind of evidence to prove that someone's overeager. What's the difference between being overeager and accepting? Do you understand that the line there is extremely blurry, so generalizing an entire group, whether it's liberals or Republicans, is very dangerous? I just thought this was generally a shitty move on her part, obviously, but also because I just don't think that the media would have reacted the same way if this was about a liberal. If a Republican kid pretended to be a liberal to get money and then they got money, do you imagine the outrage? Now, I'm not saying that here there wasn't any outrage. I didn't see any, but maybe there was some. But the fact that this was applauded, I'm just like, is the idea here that political parties are more important than morals, principles, and ethics? Because surely I can't imagine stealing from anyone, but I just started thinking about school, because obviously school is like the center of my existence. And I just can't imagine, say, as an example, stealing from a teacher and it being okay just because I don't like the teacher. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a concept that should be a blanket concept to everyone, you know? Like, I don't steal because I'm against the concept of stealing, whether they're liberal, whether they're conservative, black, gay, whatever subsection of humanity. It just doesn't make sense to me, which is why this is so question marks. That's all I think, question marks. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all this. Do you think this was okay because they're conservative so you can steal from them because Republicans aren't people? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and let's get right into the fan art.